I have a fugitive matter.
Okay.
So Ronnie Lewis is on docket today, Judge. Even though he's from here, apparently got stopped by a state trooper for a matter out of Louisiana. He missed his arraignment date. My understanding was they were recalling that warrant there, but Madam Prosecutor checked, the warrant is still active. So I'm asking that he get a bond so he can make that arraignment court date. I just was advised that the state is asking for no bond.
What happens when a judge faces a repeat fugitive with 22 prior cases, a mother fighting to breastfeed her newborn while facing $780,000 in theft charges, and a DWI defendant nearly sent to jail over a case of mistaken identity? Welcome to one of the most emotionally charged courtroom sessions you'll ever witness. We've got a judge who doesn't hold back, lawyers scrambling for solutions, and defendants whose futures hang in the balance. Buckle up, because this is going to be intense. Stick around to the very end, because the final ruling will leave you speechless.
And here's the thing. I've given him a bond before. It's not my first rodeo with him.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And
we got those cases taken care of, though.
I know, dude's dangerous, man. I mean,
Judge, these are not
robbery.
Well, the robbery is actually, I'm on the robbery. The robbery is going to be hopefully dismissed because he didn't do that.
Guys, do you mind bringing out Mr. Lewis? So just hold on. Let's bring him out so he can, because it's
Okay, let's break down what's happening here, because this is crucial. Ronnie Lewis isn't just facing one case. This is his third fugitive matter before the same judge. For those who don't know, a fugitive matter means he's wanted in another state and got picked up here in Texas. The judge has history with this defendant, having given him bonds before for cases out of California and now Louisiana. What makes this complicated is the defense attorney is arguing that Ronnie actually shows up to court when he's supposed to. He handles his business and comes back. But the prosecution is pushing for NO bond, meaning Ronnie stays locked up. The charges out of Louisiana: possession of marijuana and money derived from drug sales. That a money laundering allegation. Folks, and did you catch that? There's also an open robbery case hanging over his head. This judge is about to make a decision that could keep this man behind bars indefinitely. Pay close attention to what happens next.
only fair that he gets to hear this.
I gotta hear somebody.
You know I love you.
Yeah, no, I understand, Judge. You gotta do your job.
This is a third. How many fugitive cases has dude had?
I've seen 2 prior ones here, Judge.
I remember one out of California. We got that taken care of. I think that matter was disposed of. Might have been dismissed. I wasn't on it, but now we obviously have this one out of Opelousas for, I think it's possession of marijuana and
Resisting officer possession from at the scene, and then money derived from drug sales.
the old money laundering case.
He also had a prior fugitive for a robbery case on
It should show one.
Oh, that was the other one. Yes.
How you doing? Lewis, you know, I'm bringing you out here now because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you get to hear what we're talking about.
Sir.
I will tell you that nothing in life makes me more unhappy than having to keep someone in custody. I don't like to put people in jail. I don't get off on it. There are a lot of judges that do, you know. I don't like it. And if I can keep someone out, then I try, you know, because jail sucks. But some people get it, and just some people don't get it, you know? And while I really don't know you, the way I get to know you is how you are on paper. Because that really tells me who you are. Are you a nice guy? Are you a danger to the community? Do you hopscotch criminality with the states like you're playing hopscotch? Not anymore.
Yeah. Oh, listen, man.
And look, I don't want you to say anything because I know that you're going to tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, right? It's little rainbows and gumdrops and this, but this is the third fugitive case we had. I will tell you that I absolutely love your lawyer. I mean, just But with a third fugitive case,
Take care.
not only that, you have an open robbery. You done now just picked up a burglar of a motor vehicle here, not,
They just,
well, they filed it today.
yes, sir. As a result of being in custody, it was a case from January, but we just filed today. We did get a bond on that, but
You scare me. You really, really do. You know, you look young too. That's probably the worst part about this. I mean, what are you, like 26, 27 years old? You know, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that's just here.
Did you catch that? The judge just counted out loud. 22. 22 prior cases, and that's just in Harris County alone. We're not even counting what's in Louisiana, California, or anywhere else. And this man is only 32 years old. Think about that for a second. The judge's frustration is palpable, but there's something else there too. Listen to his tone. He's not just angry. He's genuinely concerned. He says Ronnie scares him, and coming from a judge who sees criminals every single day, that means something. The defense attorney is doing everything possible to advocate for his client, arguing that the Louisiana case might just be a missed summons, not intentional flight. But with this track record, would you give this man another chance? The judge is wrestling with a fundamental question that every courtroom faces. At what point do you stop giving someone opportunities? At what point does public safety outweigh personal freedom? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
I really hope that it doesn't take a 50-year or a bullet to help you realize that can't keep it up. Something's going to happen, man. You know, I can't. It's a third. You want to say something? I'm happy to hear you out.
I would, Judge. I do understand the court's concern, and obviously it's something that, as the fugitive judge, to take into consideration. And you're right, this is our third time being before you. Unfortunately, I do know the matters in California have been resolved, and bond is supposed to ensure a person's appearance in court. Mr. Lewis has not had a problem with going to those states, appearing in court, coming back here as ordered by this court to show that he is handling his business. With this matter in Opelousas, this is a case that they just indicted. They sent the summons out. Apparently, he did not receive a summons. We had it on good authority yesterday that they were going to recall that and just reissue a new court date since it wasn't.
If they do
granted.
that, then that lifts the whole.
Then, right, that solves
So,
everything.
I don't know if you can get over there and get them to say, hey, lift it, reissue it, because if that happens, the whole releases, you make bond on the BMV and then
Correct,
he needs to
correct.
do what he needs to do.
For the sake of, Judge, I would ask if the court would entertain a $30,000 bond, but if not, I do understand what my other alternative is, which might actually save him some money and do that, but I do want to be heard on that bond. And I would ask that bond be set at $30,000.
I can't. You scare me. And I tell you now, with me, I don't do it twice. And now it's a third. Just not, I can't. You scare me, Mr. Lewis, really. All I want in life, all I want are my streets to be safe. Every single day, someone's dying around here. But one, I can't.
Thank you, Judge.
So, yeah, I mean, has he waived? Has he refused?
Yes, he waived on the 25th.
Okay, so he's got 1 day credit. I will tell you this. The good news for you is that we have so many buses coming in and out of Louisiana that if you make bond on the BMV case, you'll probably be back in Louisiana within the next 3 days. So the only thing that needs to happen, the problem is now we're told because he's not made bond on his misdemeanor case because it just got filed.
It just got filed, Judge, and we're
Make
working on that
bond.
now.
That lifts the toll. And then I'm telling you, we have buses in Louisiana coming to pick up people 2 times a week. So he'll be out, look at his plate, unless you can get that whole lift.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I will also note that he has an investigative hold Jay did talk to me earlier that I should be gone before April, the next April setting of the other cases, but that is also holding him on extradition until the
An investigative hold for what?
it's
The
investigative
BMV?
hold prisoner. I don't know what it is off the top of my
So
head.
HPD has a hold on him for some reason. I have no idea. I've seen this maybe one time. It says literally investigative hold prisoner by HPD.
Okay.
have
They
no
only
idea.
got a certain amount of time. They gotta either make, else to get off the pot. So we'll
I
deal
don't
with
know. I
that.
mean, your best bet, talk to Day because he'll tell you more what that means because I just don't know.
Okay.
He's already waived, so that part's done. Try to get the bond upstairs and then that way we can get.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I'm gonna go back.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I have Mr. Jones back on docket. He did his T-Raz.
Jones, Rich Jones. I don't know.
Joshua Jones.
Oh, okay.
The T-Raz came back. I think they recommended outpatient treatment. I believe so.
Yes.
The T-Raz.
Okay.
They recommended outpatient with 2 open DWIs.
They recommended
Okay, so I'm gonna do it because I told you I would do whatever they do. But if he mucks it up, he's going into an inpatient. That will be used as a sanction.
Okay. Will you take a year probation?
What do you think, State?
I'm sorry, I don't have.
This is Jones, Joshua Jones. He has 2 open DWIs. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I tried to find that second. There, you have to repeat and.
I think 2 years is appropriate so that we know.
Judge, you know what spot that puts me in. We can go to trial and get the same thing.
Okay. On 2? 15 months.
Okay, that's not.
I'll talk to him.
It'll still be under. All
But
right, sounds good.
I don't know. He's gonna get tested a lot,
Yeah,
you know?
I will.
He's using.
No, he'll be back.
I guess. Judge, I feel the assessment to have been going to Essex and move on.
What is the violation?
Alcohol and weed. I have done everything in my power to try to keep you out of custody. You have 2 open DWIs. I was now going to grant the fact that you had negotiated an intensive outpatient treatment. You now are testing positive for alcohol and marijuana while you're on bond for this case. And I have told you repeatedly that you are at no tolerance, Mr. Jones.
I don't do drugs. Period and point blank.
I have here,
Don't say anything. Can I get a copy of the bond violations before we discuss
Is it
it?
impending?
it's in ready for judge.
I don't know why it's not cool.
March 13th, the results were confirmed by the lab for alcohol and THC. Oh, wait. Joshua Dante Jones, right? Joshua Dante Jones?
It just. That's.
This has got, I don't know, something's wrong here.
I'm not understanding. I'm not saying.
Something's wrong.
Hey, case on judge.
Wait, hold on. Did you catch what just happened? This is a massive courtroom moment that we need to talk about. The judge was about to come down hard on Joshua Jones for testing positive for alcohol and THC while on bond for 2 DWI cases. The tension in that room was thick. You could feel it. But then someone realizes something's wrong. The test results were for Joshua Dante Jones. Same first name, but completely different person. This is why having a sharp defense attorney matters so much. Imagine if no one had caught this error. An innocent man could have had his bond revoked and been thrown in jail for violations he never committed. This is the kind of mistake that can destroy lives. The system isn't perfect. Folks, human error happens. And right now, everyone in that courtroom is scrambling to figure out what went wrong. Watch how the judge handles this, because it says a lot about his character.
We need to put pretrial services on probation, man.
I'm not sure.
I mean, it says here, Mr. Jones,
I don't see it in ready for judge.
no, it's wrong. It's wrong. Let me see it. It's wrong. Let me see. Yeah, it's wrong. It's the Joshua Dante.
Okay.
It's the exact same.
Okay. You're
You're good.
So we're good.
Hey,
It wasn't you. We're good.
that's not you.
Let's go talk again.
Sorry to scare you.
Judge.
Let's go talk.
He's good.
He's not.
Judge, you stated this was in ready for judge?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Was it an error on our end?
I want to apologize for getting mad at you. I had the wrong person, so it wasn't you. So I'm sorry for raising my voice and getting upset with you. And the reason I got so upset was because you have two open DWIs. It's serious business. It's not and so if I see someone that has those kind of cases that are open and when they start having more violations, that really tells me that there's a problem, which is not your case. I mean, I haven't seen any violations, which I'm hoping it stays that way. The idea is that you learn something when you get here, so you leave better than you came, because the last thing we want is for you to become a statistic. We have enough of that. We don't want any more. We don't want any more death on our streets. That's exactly what we're trying to prevent. And everything we do now here is to help you and give you the tools to make you better when you go out in the world, so that you think next time, if you do want to get lit, right? If you want to have 32 shots of tequila, 52 joints, or whatever it may be, right? That you think before getting into a car. Because God forbid, it's that one mistake that you dig such a hole you never crawl out of. That's the idea, You've worked a great deal here, really, where they're going to dismiss one of your DWIs, you're pleading to the other one. Nevertheless, when an officer pulls you over, the first thing they do, what do you think they do? They look at your record because they want to know who they're dealing with. If they look at your record and they go up to you in the car and they smell alcohol or dope, it's probably not going to go well. So the idea is, if you're going to get lit, if you're going to have that, be like that, take an Uber. Do you understand? The agreement that you worked out is, like I said, they're going to dismiss one of the DWIs. You're pleading guilty to one of the DWIs, so it will go on your record. You are now entering into an agreement, a plea bargain with the state. The agreement is 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. You will do a TRAS with conditions. You have already done the TRAS. The TRAS has recommended intensive outpatient treatment, followed by supportive outpatient treatment, which is good. I'm telling you, I thought they were going to order you to do inpatient treatment. That's what I thought they were going to do. So this is great for you because you're not going into lockup. But understand, it's not easy. You have to get it done. If you don't, you understand. No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. Guardian interlock, a $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and 25 hours of community service. I will make you a deal. Your license is now suspended. I had them look it up to see whether you can drive or not. You can't drive now because your license is suspended. It's suspended until 2026 as to what the state saw and looked up. If you get your license back, I will waive that community service for you. I would rather you spend the time to try to get your license back and get liability insurance, car insurance. If you do, I'll take off the 25 hours of community service. You understand? If you fail at this agreement, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back out. We're going to have a talk about whether you violated this probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. You understand? The worst possible thing you can do is just take off. If you do, that's an instant warrant. The other worst possible thing, if you pick up another DWI. If you do, I'm just going to lose even more hair. Don't. Really. If you ever have a problem, come back, talk to us. We can always work it out. There's never nothing that we can't work out. Anything can be worked out. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, to examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You can never take it off. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Yes. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. I'm not going to suspend your license. It's already suspended because of the ALR hearing. So don't just start driving until you get it back. Because you don't have a license, we're going to order you to get a portable device. I've been paying for it now while you're on bond for this case. I can't pay for it any further. Reduce his fees, please. The other thing that you need to understand is DWI is big business. There is a $3,000 surcharge that one normally tack onto this. I'm going to take it off now. But from now on, you ever pick up another DWI, that's a second. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail and a $6,000 surcharge on a second DWI. Do you understand? All right. Good luck, sir. Thanks, Jimmy. You can wait now.
All right, that DWI case wrapped up with the judge showing some real humanity. He apologized for the mix-up, explained his reasoning, and gave Joshua Jones a legitimate path forward. One DWI dismissed, the other with probation, and even an offer to waive community service if he gets his license reinstated. That a judge who actually wants to see people succeed. But now we're shifting to what might be the most controversial case of the day, Josiah Gillis. And folks, this one is loaded with complexity. We're talking about a Jamaican national on a tourist visa, allegations of nearly $780,000 in theft by deception out of Pennsylvania, a newborn baby she's trying to breastfeed, and a jail system that apparently can't figure out how to provide her with a breast pump. The defense attorney is passionate about this one, and the prosecutor isn't backing down. This case raises serious questions about how our justice system balances criminal allegations with basic human rights. Let's see how this plays out.
Judge, we're here on Josiah Gillis. Last time we talked 2 days ago, you asked me for proof of her travel back and forth. That's her I-94. So when it says ARR, it means arrived in and departed from. So you can see, yes, she departs, arrives, departs. She's back and forth for years. Just a snippet. She works on H-2B visas for about 6 months to 2 years, depending on her contract, through various companies. Stein Erickson Collection, it's hospitality, was in 2020. South Carolina Kiowa Resort was 2022 to 2023. And then the most recent one, April to October of 2024, was St. Joe's Company Hospitality, where she works at various resorts. After that, she was here on a vacation visa, so she was not here illegally. And then she has to go back to Jamaica, get her new contract, and come back. So,
Have you seen this, Mr. Kemp?
I haven't, but I verified through DHS. So it wasn't a misrepresentation, but she was previously on a work visa. However, it expired last year. So legally speaking, she's on a tourist visa. And she has tried her hardest, but she's armed with allegedly $780,000. She's not an American national. She's out here on a tourist
So
visa.
what we would do is we would have her surrender a passport then.
yes, let's do it.
So I mean, that's what it says. Like if a judge rules out, it's going to be the first thing. But just because with the amount of money, just allegedly the amount of money that she has stolen and the fact that she's here on a tourist visa, I'm still opposed at no bond. But if the court grants a bond, that would be my request for.
I mean, I'm okay. We have no other criminal history, right?
No, Judge, but
It doesn't appear that she's a danger, right? She's got a young kid. Did the nursing thing work out?
No, but almost, because of red tape. So I bought it with my own money, but because of red tape, they won't let me bring it. Don't worry, I just verified from Sylvia that at some point, we came upon the conclusion that if you deny the PR bond and if whatever, we're gonna bring her to court every day so she can pump. Then in the afternoons, she has to go to the hospital every day.
I don't know about, I'm not going to do a PR bond because I think that at the very minimum, you need to have some skin in the game so that you,
Okay, what kind of bond were you thinking?
I don't know what,
I said, I still stand by, I have to defer the court because I'm still standing on the no bond because of the circumstances. And so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but just in terms of the allegations and over the long period of time. And again, for the same reasons is that
I mean, she's alleged to have, what, I mean, close to $750,000.
So how much?
That's,
She's not convicted. This is the question I asked today. She's not convicted. She's charged. And we're not talking about the underlying facts. It was a 2B. There could be various defenses. All we're talking about is how to get her to Pennsylvania. But if we are considering the underlying facts, I would like to know how much Harris County, the sheriff's office, and this court values a mother's right to breastfeed. 770,000? If we're talking numbers, because she has been denied access. The Harris County Jail has admitted and is scrambling. And I'm talking CEO of Harris Health right now. Like they are scrambling. They have been asking me multiple times, why is she not getting a PR bond? Why is she not getting a PR bond? So I'm asking you that on behalf of the people that I've spoken with, why she is not getting a PR bond, knowing that they cannot provide those facilities. And we're at the point where I have to bring her daily. I'm appointed and I paid for it with my own money. I'll donate a $300 pump, but they won't take it. So because of the red tape, she is.
bring her here so she can she use a pump here?
So I
You
bought.
guys okay with that?
That's the thing. They said, we don't know if they'll allow that because technically she can't go back to the holdover with the pump I bring. So that's asking me to every day bring a pump so she can pump. I'll go home, I'll disinfect it and I'll bring it back. But this is insanity, Judge. She's a nonviolent offender. We don't even know if Pennsylvania wants to pick her up. We're fighting, I mean, the state is fighting a battle and saying this woman cannot breastfeed. They barely are getting a pump. And I find this absolutely crazy. She's been in custody for 6 days. She has to go to the shower and hand express. They refuse to give her,
Look, she's charged with a criminal offense of.
I'm saying she's going back. She's going back.
$750,000. It just so happens that it happens at the time where she gives birth. I mean, it never, when someone gets arrested, it's never at the best time. Oh, you know what? Thank God I got arrested now. I mean, shista happens, right?
Sure.
It just does. But there's consequences to behavior.
And let's take her passport and make her go back. I have contact with her father who's going to come get her. I've contact with her mother. She's not leaving the country. There's no flight risk.
So for what it's worth, in terms of if she waived, I asked Amy to call to see if it flipped to waiver, because technically and legally right now they're only pursuing a governor's warrant because she's a refusal. So I asked Amy to call to figure out when the fastest they could come if she waived today. And she got a hold of Corporal. They're supposed to call her back today because the person in charge of it.
You know that Pennsylvania still.
That's the other question I asked, because technically the decision would lie with the prosecutor. So she's right now calling the DA's office in Pennsylvania because the sheriff's office only obviously facilitates whatever that decision is. As far as what the extradition confirmation was, they are willing to extra.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, I can't show preference to anybody. I get it that she's nursing and stuff, but how am I supposed to show preference to anybody? I have to be fair to everybody. I can't show preference.
It's a nonviolent first-time offender.
Well, so that's why
Flight risk.
I'm not asking you for $25,000 because otherwise in this type of situation, I would say no bond or somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25 grand. So I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Like $1,000?
I know.
Fine.
1,000?
Sure.
Okay.
This is a really important moment to understand. Watch how the judge navigates this impossible situation. On one hand, you have a woman accused of stealing nearly $780,000. That's not a small amount. That's life-changing money that allegedly came through deception. On the other hand, you have a new mother who's been denied basic accommodations to breastfeed her infant for 6 days. Her defense attorney literally bought a breast pump with his own money, and the jail wouldn't accept it due to red tape. The judge makes a crucial statement here. He says he cannot show preference to anyone. He has to be fair to everybody. That's the burden of wearing the robe. But he also recognizes she's a nonviolent, first-time offender with no prior criminal history. So he sets a remarkably low bond of just $1,000, but with strict conditions. She must surrender her passport, both of them since she is 2, and tour herself in Pennsylvania within 2 weeks. The message is clear. I'm giving you a chance, but don't make me regret it. What do you think? Is $1,000 too low for allegations as serious? Or is it the right call for a nonviolent first-time offender?
There's consequence. Can you bring her out, please? Guys, do you mind bringing her out? Gillis?
And sorry, and this obviously is relevant, is were you able to confirm who actually has her passport to surrender? Because if that's going to be a condition of,
The DHS wherever she got arrested.
okay,
Oh, I'll ask her right now. She knows.
okay. Because I'll have to
So
call, because I'll
what's the
concern.
actual charge? Is it like misappropriating?
So the way it was written was theft by deception, false impression. But then I'll have to pass, well, because the alternative is if it's going to be kept in DHS, then it would be an order from the court that would be submitted to DHS so that they don't inadvertently release it to another authorized party. Because otherwise it would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office, which obviously to facilitate that, that's going to take a couple days. Because they have to bring it here and release. I don't know what kind of form they have to fill out. I don't-
So I'm going to give this back to you. Do you want to see this? So it looks like she
Well, I
does,
took me on the travel.
does travel quite a
Did
bit.
I forward it to you? I don't, there's so many emails.
I don't take
Um,
issues on
Here,
the
you want
travel
it?
part.
Let's, come on, Amy, say they don't want her.
I don't think, well, they didn't answer. I think they're on lunch break because they closed during the lunch hour system.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did leave a voice message with the person I talked to. So,
I will call after the approach.
Well, regardless though,
Well, no, I'm saying if they don't want to extradite, then the bond becomes irrelevant. If that's the
Then we
case.
don't have to fight.
I'll call, I'll figure it out. I'll get hold of somebody.
I mean, I can't imagine that that's why, you know?
It's Pennsylvania.
I don't
I don't know.
Who has your passport right now?
It's in Olden,
What do you mean holding? Like which?
here downstairs.
Oh, they have it here.
So then they would have to be surrendered to the clerk's office.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at the,
Yes, evidence.
got it, okay. So
Okay,
that's even
And
better.
I think Paria has a copy of the form if you don't already have one to
Okay,
have.
I'll
the police.
I'll email it.
so your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond so that you can go turn yourself in to Pennsylvania. I will acquiesce and I will set your bond at $1,000. However, before I do that, I'm ordering you to surrender your passport because I'm not going to trust you that you're not going to go. You do a lot of international flight and I don't want you to take off on me because I need you to answer the charges that you're wanted for out of Pennsylvania because that's what we do. So the other thing I need you to understand is that from the time that you bond out, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to turn yourself in that jurisdiction. If you fail to do that, the bond that I set here now, I'm going to revoke it, set it at 0. I will not give you another one. I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. You can't run forever. I will get you, and this time I will physically hold you, and it doesn't matter if you're nursing this or if you're doing that. I don't care. You need to understand that.
Understand.
I cannot show you favorable treatment. I understand that you're nursing, but I have to treat everybody the same way. It doesn't matter if Jesus was here. I have to treat everybody the same way, and I do. I try to be as fair as possible, help you out as much as I can within the limits of the law. So understand, I'm happy to set you up. Well, otherwise, because if I thought you were a danger or flight risk, I wouldn't set you a bond. So I am going to set you one, and it's a low bond at that, at $1,000. Normally it's, 5 to 10, but understand, I'm going to hold you to it. So if you just take off and you don't go turn yourself in, you understand?
I was planning to drive over and not fly over, where it will be a little bit more easier for me to get
That's
there.
probably a good, well,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah, you'll get arrested at the
Shreya
airport. We already
told you
talked about your
exactly how
dad
to do it.
driving you.
You don't want to take another risk where they,
Yes, sir.
because understand, we're letting you out. That warrant is still a valid warrant. So you get stopped somewhere else, they'll take you into custody. So you have to be careful. The only other thing I'm going to say, don't wait till the last day
No, sir.
because, all right,
Understand.
quick, anything else? Question?
No, I'll meet you back.
Well, do you think you'd be able to get it today for the passport surrender for,
Me?
well,
Oh, I'll do it right now.
okay,
Yeah, I'll make sure I don't leave the court without it.
okay.
I
I'll
have
stand
two
down until that.
passports, so I'd have to
What?
double check. I
What do you
have
mean you have two passports? Where are they?
Because one is they're downstairs, so.
Okay, well, both of them will go.
Yeah, now it's both.
Because I think one is the H2B.
Well, guys, I'll let you talk about it.
Well,
And-
all your
Sorry.
passports, got it.
Yes, yes.
And that wraps up one of the most emotionally complex courtroom sessions we've covered. Let's break down what happened today. First, we saw Ronnie Lewis, a 32-year-old repeat offender with 22 prior cases in Harris County alone, denied bond on his third fugitive matter. The judge made it clear that public safety comes first, and despite his lawyer's best efforts, Ronnie will remain in custody. Second, Joshua Jones nearly had his life turned upside down due to a case of mistaken identity. A testing error almost resulted in bond revocation, but sharp eyes in courtroom caught the mistake. He walked away with a fair plea deal. 1 DWI dismissed, 15-month probation on the other, and a genuine chance at rehabilitation. Finally, Josiah Gillis, a Jamaican national facing $780,000 in theft allegations, received a $1,000 bond with strict conditions. She must surrender both passports and turn herself into Pennsylvania within 2 weeks. The case highlighted serious systemic issues with how Harris County handles nursing mothers in custody. Asterisk what we witnessed today is the justice system at its most human. Judges making tough calls, lawyers fighting for their clients, and defendants facing the consequences of their choices. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's real. Asterisk if you found this case as eye-opening as we did. Make sure to smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another jaw-dropping courtroom breakdown. Share this video with someone who loves legal drama, because trust me, they need to see this. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.